State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes going up top. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go. Striker, 3-3. Ten cycles. Hey, go steal. Ready?
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback, stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and run into a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down in the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple got...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Was shot right. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the Bears.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mahomes, maybe a free play. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready. Ready.
The drive starts with a run by White. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on, set.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Hut.
Opting to run again here with White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Buccaneers at 5-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Set. Hut.
They'll go up the middle with White, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
But a great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
91 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Chiefs 19-yard line.
White. Set, go.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready? Break. 22 needle. Hut.
Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Slide through. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Trey Palmer.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now here's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal,
Mike Evans, he's going to go.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Smack, smack. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Trey Palmer
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
First down now, but that clock rolling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
In motion right, Evans.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Cut.
He'll drop to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going right side is White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Shot. 17. Blaster. 6. Set. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 64 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. But